Hello, this is Fostering with the Blakes. I'm David.
And I'm Brandy.
Today's topic is about separation anxiety from when you have a foster child into your home and the foster child has to leave and either go to another foster family or go back to their birth or biological family. We recently had a situation where we had foster children, two brothers and one sister. They were in our house for about 6 months and they ended up going to another foster parent's house. It just became overwhelming for us. But as they left, we still feeling still some type of grief about missing and connecting to the children, especially the baby. We had a baby that came to us at an early stage. I think she was only like 2 months,
5.5 weeks.
5.5 weeks when she came to us. So we was really able to bond. It was kind of like her first parents that she really knew and became attached to, and likewise became attached to her. And so just after she left, it was just it was a lot of grief, especially with my wife. And she'll tell you more about her experience and give you some tips of how to deal with it if you're going through that process or if you eventually go through that process when you get foster children of your own.
Yes, so our whole goal, let me just say, is to just kind of give information to new and upcoming foster parents. If you are thinking of fostering, please do. There is a humongous need for fostering.
Absolutely.
We didn't even really know how big the need was until we got into fostering. So I encourage you to please foster. If you have that tug in your heart to do it, follow that because these children do need a loving family. But speaking on grief is what we decided to talk about today because the children, the three children that left our home, the sibling group, they literally just left about 2 weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago, and I think we were just so tired at first that I didn't really have. I knew I was sad when they left, but it didn't really hit me until literally about 3 days ago. And so you guys are we're coming to you while I am experiencing grief right now. So it literally hit me about 3 days ago, and it literally just hit me like a ton of bricks. Of course, the baby had been with us since she was 5.5 weeks, so we've been mommy and daddy. She called, my husband daddy. She called me mommy, and we really bonded with this baby. We've been there to take care of her through the middle of the night, feed her, everything. For it actually was almost 9 months that we had these children in our home. It was very overwhelming because we have three biological children of our own, and we actually still have our very first placement who has been with us. May will be 2 years
Yes,
that
two
she's been
years.
with us.
Wow.
And just the growth that we've seen with her is absolutely amazing, which is why we're still doing what we're doing, right? She's like, oh my God, like 360
Yeah,
almost.
she came a long ways. She was diagnosed with autism, also a lot of psychological issues. She came from a real bad situation of abandonment by her mom. She was left in horrible conditions in the house. The house had a nasty odor where the people that came to rescue her and her sister had to wear masks,
Respirators.
respirators, and even in order to even get into the house to rescue the children because the stench of the odor in the house was so bad from just leftover food, feces, and other things. It was just a horrible condition. And she came to our house, nonverbal. Really didn't know how to socialize with other children. Now she's speaking. She's going to school. She's able to play with our biological daughter. Um, she just started karate and did excellent in karate class. So she's just came a long ways, and she's still moving forward and getting better.
Yes, and we are just extremely proud of her. And it lets us know that we are doing the right thing. And we see firsthand that if children are given an opportunity to have stability, love, just being consistent, that consistency, they can grow, they can thrive. And this child coming out of severe neglect for home has now, she's just blossomed, and she's just like watching a flower bloom, and it has been an amazing experience. However, going back to the grief end, so we do still have our first placement, so she is still currently with us. um, we don't know how long, but as far as the three children that are gone, it has been very rough for me. Like I said, 3 days ago, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I've cried. I've really cried. I never thought that I would, but I tell my husband I cried real tears, like real tears. It just got me one day. I was in here cleaning and just all of a sudden, like, oh my God, I missed the baby. And yeah, there I was, boo-hooing for the baby and looking at her pictures. And so, how I'm getting through that, my husband and I, we are part of foster community. So that is the thing too, that I think that, oh my God, so important to get connected with other foster families, because talking to your friends and your family, no one understands what you're doing. They think you're crazy probably for doing what you're doing and dealing with what you're dealing with, but you have to have a heart to foster. But being with a community of people that are doing the same thing you are doing, it definitely helps, right? Don't you think so?
Absolutely. Just a great support system. When you're dealing with other people that's been doing it for a while, you can reach out to and ask for advice, how to get over it. Um, Also, just reading books. There's plenty of good books out there about fostering, and we hope to write a book soon, just to kind of give you more of our experiences, some of the loopholes that you want to avoid, so you don't get stuck and going through some of the horrible situations we went through, just to make fostering a lot easier for other couples that want to get involved.
Yes, because there are some holes in the system, pretty broken system, honestly. And so, with us only been fostering for almost 2 years, we've seen a lot. We've
Yes,
experienced a
yes.
lot, and we're like, wow. So we have probably several books that we can actually write, and we'll write soon, and we'll keep you posted on that.
Mm.
But it's been a good experience. It's been an eye-opening experience, but we're still in it. We're in it for the long haul. We're in it for the children. So, believe it or not, you will hear people say, you're a little too invested, don't get so involved. But how do you not get attached to these children? But again, get you a foster community. We are part of the association in our county. Every county has an association for fostering. There's a lot of support. There's a lot of classes, education, things that we learn. Every class I learn so much. So I'm fostering, and I'm also furthering my education as a foster parent and learning more about the way fostering works and how to help these children and get them the services that they need.
Right. So, what other things are you going through as far as, or helping you get through dealing with the grief? What are some of the other things that you would recommend parents to go through or do to get through the grief?
Well, for me personally, just having a spiritual connection with God, that is what is definitely helping me. I pray about everything. It totally helps me out in life. And so I've been spending extra time praying about it. And I like to write a journal. So, just kind of helps me get my feelings out. I'm journaling about it. And just that helps me release that. And then crying. Let me just say for the record, crying is healthy. It's okay. You have to
Yes,
remind men it is
absolutely.
okay to cry. That is a way to release and get things off your chest instead of holding it in and bottling everything in. And then one day you just literally explode. So it's okay to cry. Men, it is okay to cry. Let it out. And I had to teach myself that. Just, it's okay. And even I felt funny. This is not my child. Like, is this weird for me crying for this baby? But no, it's not weird. I was attached. I'm still attached, and I am still grieving, and it's okay. I may be boohooing in the morning, but it's okay. I'm getting better and better each day.
Absolutely.
Have you
Yeah.
cried? Tell
I
the truth.
haven't cried.
Not yet.
I guess my experience with the children when they came here, it's like, I bond with them. I give them everything I got as a foster father. But I always had, like, I know these children aren't gonna stay. Um, so I was already prepared for, the worst situation if they have to leave our house. Just knowing that they're gonna eventually leave. But I still think about them, what they're doing, how they're making out, how's the other foster parents, um, dealing with them. But I already know the parents that took over are great people. We already met them beforehand. And originally the children were supposed to go to them, but they came to our house first because of some situations where they was out of town. So they came to our house, and so I already know they're in great hands. So I guess that lets the grieving process a little less for me. um, where I'm not really over emotional about it. 'Cause I know they're in good hands, and I already was preparing myself ahead of time. Like, me and the baby had a great connection. Uh, but I knew she was eventually going to leave, whether or not it was going to go to her biological parents, because the father was already making good steps into getting them back, or if not, they was going to go to another foster home within our agency where that foster parents was going to take real great care of them.
Yeah, so, and I knew as well, this is what they do prepare us for in all of our trainings prior to becoming foster parents. But of course, as women, we are a little wired a little different and a little more emotional. So, although I knew at any time this child could, and I say this child, it was 3 kids, but the baby, she had a special place in my heart. So I did know that it was a possibility that she could leave. It doesn't matter. I've been tore up, so I will get through it. I'm gonna need you guys to pray for me, okay? So we're not gonna hold you guys long. We're gonna start wrapping this video up, but look for some more videos from us. We will have a different topic each time, just talking about different things that we've been through, and we've been through a lot.
Absolutely. So subscribe to our channels. Leave comments below of any questions you guys would like to know, and we'll answer them for you from our perspective, from some of the things that we have been through. All right. Thank you. Peace out.